ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. I'm having some technical difficulties here. Hold on, folks. Dave Neal here. Good to see all of you guys. Are we glitchy or what? We look glitchy on my end. We look glitchy on my end. Yikes. Hold on, folks. Hello, everybody. Can everyone see me okay? I actually made the mistake of streaming this, I think, in too high a quality. And I had to switch cameras because my other camera was overheating. So it's going to be one of those days. I feel very... I got this new light here, though. Check this out. Not bad, huh? Not bad. I'm good. A little glitchy. Distorted. Distorted is just the way... Yeah, maybe it's just a little slow. I think we'll be okay. Let's do this. This music, I mean... Sometimes I'll let the music play in the background, and this music's just putting me to sleep. I'm going to have to just turn this puppy down. All right, let's just turn it off. We don't need music. We don't need music. Let me see if I can adjust this here. This is looking all wonky. Maybe I go tighter. Whoa. How's that? That'll do. All right, folks. Audio's good. Video's good. That's all that matters. Fine on your end. Good to know. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Good to hear from you. You know, I couldn't make the Tuesday schedule. Was filming, and now I'm back here. I wanted to show you guys my new upgrade to the studio. Let's talk a little bit. Well, you know, boy, I really do feel like I could get some better audio going on here. Let me try to talk to you guys while I make a couple updates here on the fly. Got a new light in the studio, which unfortunately I can't truly show off right now because I feel like I'm on the wrong camera setting. I'm not gonna try to mess with it, but I'm on the wrong camera setting right now. I had to swap out my normal camera, and I'm actually using a much better camera. Is that proper English? A much better camera right now. I'm using my 4K camera, which I almost never truly use. Where the hell did this go? Golly. Sorry, folks. It's hard to think and do behind-the-scenes tech stuff at the same time. No music, just Dave. That's right. Oh man, Runner. Can I just, and not to call you out, but can people not say I look tired or sound tired? You know how annoying this is when someone goes, "Hey, you sound tired. You sound tired." But seriously, go to your significant other and be like, "Hey, you look tired. Is everything all right?" They're gonna go, "Yeah, I've never been happier." I mean, look, it's 4:00. Yeah, I've been up all day. I've been working, but I wouldn't say I'm any more tired than I am normally. We're going to do a 1-hour live stream. I'm going to drive into the valley, do 2 open mics, go shopping, come home, and eat some steak with my lady. How does that sound? No, Runner X, it's okay. So sorry, Dave. You're amazing. Thank you. But all the times, I get people all the time. You know what? You know what's a good one I just got? The other day, people go, "Dave, you're biased." They throw the big B word at me. "You're biased, Dave." And then today, someone told me I'm the king. I don't even remember what term they used. They said I'm the king of equivocate. And I had to look that word up because state school. And equivocate was like basically meant that you don't pick sides. And they meant it as an insult. And I was like, "What is it, folks? What do you want from me? We're going to present opinions. You'll know where I stand on certain issues. And then we'll move forward from there." Runner X, you might just be as tired as I am, but I didn't tell you sound tired. Do you understand the difference? I didn't tell you sound tired. Yeah, it's all right. No, look, maybe I am. The other day, someone was like, "Dave, you sound like shit." And I was like, "Yeah, it's 5:30 in the morning. I'm trying to record my content." Michaela says, "Any Tasha updates?" Tasha, do you want to give him an update? She says, "No, but you can tell everybody I'm good." Tasha's good. Tasha, can I tell him what you had? Tasha found out she had pneumonia. But she's doing a lot better. She's working, and, she's still struggling a little bit. She's plowing through it. But by all means, don't leave a comment and say she looks tired. Tasha, is that rude if someone tells you look or sound tired? I'm being extra mean to someone right now. It's because you were the 7th person to say that. I actually get it all the time, and I'm like, I'm 36. I'm hanging on by a thread. What do you need? All right, folks. So I'm going to wait a few minutes for people to get in here. Oh, we have 277. Hit the like button to support the channel, and we will talk about this issue at hand. Let me actually pull up a different thumbnail here. Let's pull up the Clare Crawley thumbnail just so we're all on the same page. Give me a second. It's going to look big. There it is. All right, so we're going to do this live on the fly. So you never know when you're going to get a breaking news story, guys. You never know what's going to go down. And I'll be honest, if you've been following my content, you know we just made a video, which is a topic I don't want to talk about on the live chat. Here's what I've learned. This is what I've learned. There's certain subjects that I think are better for the live format than others. Some of the heavier subjects, I don't think these are the right landscapes to discuss. So Claire did a red roundtable, is that what it's called? Interview with the I don't want to say what their name is and mess it up. Estebans, is that their name? A group of ladies, I think they're all sisters, not disgruntled. And she talked about abuse that she had from the Catholic Church. We're not going to talk about that today. I already made a video about it. I think it was a good video. I think I got all of my points out. I don't know if it's the place for me to have the back and forth with people right now. That's one of those, like, get it all out, do it without an audience, and then people can comment on it. If anyone wants to talk further about that, there's a thread on the Facebook community, which you guys have just been amazing, absolutely amazing with all that you guys have done to populate that community. So the Facebook community, Dave Neal's community, is a place where you can discuss that topic with other like-minded people, and that's where that'll live. But as soon as I made that video, I realized the second half of her conversation, and this was filmed in late August, the second half of her conversation involved Dale Moss. So here she is. Oh, by the way, look at this. Tasha, did you see that? You got welcomed on the Facebook group? On Dave Neal's community, Sarah, our good administrator of the Dave Neal's community Facebook group, said, "Let's welcome the beautiful Tasha Courtney to the group. We are grateful to have you." And then you got comments from a bunch of people saying, "Hope you're feeling better." Oh, someone gave you a rose gift. Very nice. Anyway, so excuse me while I kind of jump all over the place here, but this is the Dave Neal's Facebook group. Dave Neal's community, over 800 members. That's where people can go to have more back and forth discussion than you probably could find on the YouTube chat. All right, so Claire releases this video. Very powerful stuff, very moving. She talks about how Dale was there to help her out. And then almost immediately after I upload this video, I see a notification that Claire released an Instagram statement. Okay. Let's go over the Instagram statement. I hate that I even have to say this, but in response to all the questions that are coming my way right now, I'm choosing not to speak right now on the details of my relationship. As we know, it was reported by sources, multiple, that Claire and Dale have broken up and for good, which, is a bummer. We've made videos about this in the last week. I've made 30, 40, 50, I don't know how many videos I've made involving Dale and Claire. We've wanted them to succeed. Something about the train wreck that was their relationship, overcoming adversity, learning, growing, all those things. So she posts this. It doesn't have much to do with anything other than she's holding her mom's hand. Her mom's being put in hospice. She's battling dementia and Alzheimer's. It's an absolutely heartbreaking scenario that Claire's going through. But at the same time as she's going through this, she wasn't there for Dale's birthday, which is what started the breakup rumors. And of course, while that's not the be-all, end-all, there was other things that happened. At the end of her statement here, let me see if I can drag this over. It looks like it's not centered. There we go. She says this: "I am just thankful for the people in my life who offer genuine, unconditional love with no personal gain and stand by me through thick and thin," in all caps, "especially when the cameras are off with no accolades. Actions speak for themselves." Now, you can't necessarily make the leap that she's talking about Dale, but it looks like that could be the case. What you don't see here is the first, we went live on this story 20 minutes after she posted this. We just went right live, breaking news. Sarai says she left a voicemail about it. Annalisa says you wore your disgruntled female tank to the gym. Oh, you got to post a photo. If you have disgruntled female tank tops that you bought, please post a photo or at least DM it to me. If you don't want your face shown, let me know. I'll blur it out. Sunstar says poor Claire had serious surgery and her mother isn't well, going through a lot. Yeah, she's going through breast implant illness, even though she's had the surgery to explant her explants, however you say it, not a doctor. There's still lingering issues that come along with it, of course. It's a bigger surgery, I believe, to get them explanted than implanted, because now it's like an old duck. There's barnacles attached to them. You got, seaweed. All of the parts of the body that was trying to fight these foreign objects, it becomes an issue. It becomes a mess. Obviously, I think she said she's better off now than she was when she had them in, but her body was fighting a war against her implants, and that's just a whole nother battle she's facing along with her mom's. Real brutal. I don't know if there's anything worse than Alzheimer's. I really don't. Plenty of degenerative diseases it must be, nightmares to go through. But of course, Claire had just got done with her interview. What Claire had said started this whole conversation about being a survivor, and I'm not going to get into all the details, you can watch that video, is talking about her breast implant illness and kind of going over why she felt she needed breast implants in the first place, why she never felt she was good enough. And it went all the way back to being 5 years old in the Catholic Church. So she's got all this going on. Now, this photo right here, if you watch my other video, you know what I'm about to say. She tagged Abigail Herringer. Okay, Abigail, of course, on this season of Bachelor in Paradise. Now, people were going, why would she tag Abigail? They're not friends. They don't follow each other. Why is she tailing her? And then we understand the truth was right in plain sight. So yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, we see this post on Demois, which sometimes it's nonsense and sometimes it makes sense. A Bachelor favorite hooked up with a Bachelor Nation recent winner who may or may not have been on a break earlier this year. One of them is on Paradise right now, but producers won't mess up her good girl edit. So the person on Paradise, and again, this could have been from Claire for all we know. This could have been from somebody who knew what went down, but all the signs point to that Claire found out that Abigail hooked up with Dale when he was on a break from Claire. Now, was it a break? How do they define the relationship, boundaries, all those things we don't know about. But if it was a scenario in which Dale was asked what he did when he was on a break and he didn't tell Claire, maybe then that's her, I don't know, that maybe that was the thin ice moment. We really don't know. Sunstar says breast implant illness affects so many, it seriously deserves more discussion. Absolutely. And it doesn't affect everybody. So plenty of people get breast implants and they were fine. We were on a break, says Natalie. Absolutely. And the question is, Lauren says, if it is during a break, then it wasn't cheating. It might not be cheating with a capital C, but it might be withholding information when asked. It could be that they're still DMing each other. There could be a lot of things that we don't know what it is, but clearly there's a story here. And clearly, we don't have all the info. So Claire says, look, I'm not wanting to talk about my relationship right now. But as a lot of people have posted, by tagging Abigail, she clearly wanted, Clarely would be a great podcast. Let me clarify. If Claire had a podcast called Let Me Clarify, CLARI, then, that would be a good one. So Susie says, Abigail and Dale, I'm shook. Lady Bird says Batch Scoop posted 9 minutes ago, so we'll look in on BachelorNation.scoop and see if they have any new information. It doesn't. We don't have much else to go on right now, other than let me get out of here while I do this. While I look it up, I'll switch back to the main screen here. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. So if anyone wants to call in, by all means, you can call in 401-213-9828. Maybe we'll go to a voicemail right now. Let's see. I think Sarai said she called, and we'll go to a voicemail and hear what you guys have to say about all this. And again, let's make sure we don't judge Abigail. She might be completely innocent in all this. If they want a break, it's not her duty to ask Claire permission or any of these things. If Abigail continued to flirt with Dale, when they were back together. There might be a moral issue that we deal with here. But again, we'll have to see how this all plays out. All right, let's go to, let's see if this is Sarai right here.
Hey, everyone, it's Sarai. So, just wanted to give you all an update about my life. I had my overnight date with Mark Tuesday, Wednesday, and it was like the best time we've ever had, like in a very long time. And it was, the only downside is I didn't realize how long the walk was from the BART station to where we were staying at. Wine by the bottle. So never again am I going to make that trek. I'll just do an Uber instead. It was like almost an hour walk, and I'm never doing it again. No. And I'm drunk if you can't tell. But it was a lot of fun, and it was the best time we've ever had together. And we actually talked. We confided each other about our lives, about he needed advice about a nephew of his that's 8 or 9 years old that needs some discipline issues to be taken care of. So he asked for my advice, and he couldn't stop complimenting me during our dinner date portion. And then he was the first one to text me after he had to leave for work.
Get to it, Sarai.
And he's never done that ever. So then he again complimented me again on how great I looked during our dinner.
Nice.
And so he's going to a family trip in Hawaii this upcoming week. And so not this week, but next week. And so he said after that, we'll make plans to see each other again. And I mentioned me going to his place instead. And he was ruminating that because I saw him nodding his head and he was in deep thought about it. I'm drunk if you can't tell. But otherwise, it was one of the best times we've ever had together. And it's like we connected, and I can't wait to see what happens. All right. I'm not going to go into details. That's just between him and I. All right. I'll see y'all soon. All right. Bye.
Okay, breaking news. Sarai connected with the guy she's been seeing. All right, let's move it on. Thank you, Sarai. Appreciate it. Someone had mentioned that Demois, we're covering Claire. I thought you were commenting about the Claire and Dale thing here. So if anyone's new here, we're at 400 people on the live stream. Bump your Harrison, spike your coconuts, lance your bass, caress your Burgess, hit your bong on top of your Little John. And of course, bump your Harrisons. Did I miss that one? On top of that like button. And drain your wells all over that like button if you don't mind. And Jesse, your Palmer. We got to get a Jesse Palmer one. We'll figure that one out. Poke your Palmer on top of that like button. Abigail and Dale, not sure what their status is, but I saw her and Ivan getting a bit cozy at Governor Ball this past weekend. I mean, I wouldn't call that cozy. Is that cozy? They're at a rave. They probably popped some Molly and one's arms around each other. I wouldn't call that cozy. They're not, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned here. All right, pseudonyms, please. To add a little more context to the Bachelorette, the couple in question was on a break earlier this year. Dale and Moss. Clare and Crowley. Dale and Crowley was on a break earlier this year, January, early February, but not at the time of the hookup. And yes, it was pretty obvious they were together at this time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a breaking news report. According to this anonymous source, we don't know if it's true, it's just a random person, but they're saying that it was pretty obvious that Dale and Claire were together at the time of Abigail's hookup. We're calling this Abigate. I coined the term. It's Abigate. And boy, does that make things way more interesting. Thank you so much. People are asking where Claire tagged Abigail. It was on the bottom left corner. I don't have, there are screen grabs of it floating around. It for sure happened. I saw the screen grabs. I saw it myself. Just trust me on this one. You know me. If I didn't see it, I'll report that it might have been photoshopped. It for sure happened. Now, either Claire untagged Abigail or Abigail untagged herself. We don't know what happened. But Abigate might be one of the biggest stories of the year. Now, was it sinister what went down with Brendan and Piper? Absolutely. But a case where a engaged couple, rumored several weeks ago to have possibly been married in a secret ceremony, the fact that he may allegedly, again, we don't know for sure if this is true. Literally anybody who with sinister motives could report on this. But this person right here is saying that at the time of the hookup, Clare and Dale were back together. Now, whether or not they just got back together, was it right after they went to Rosebud Steakhouse? We don't know all these details. So let's just refrain from being moral police on this. But boy, is it interesting. Very interesting. Susie Hart says, Abigate, you dang right, Abigate. That's what I'm calling it. And let's see if there's anything else that is on the Demois page. We will definitely have an updated video coming to you tomorrow. This will probably be it for me tonight, unless anything more comes out. Of course, I have to remind people, don't criticize others. Don't slide into their DMs. This is sort of, obviously, we're leaning on the gossipy side of what we cover over here. But I have taken it upon myself. Some say I invoice the Lord because I'm doing the Lord's work, okay? Some say I invoice the Lord here. I take it upon myself to cover very much in depth the story between Dale and Clare. I've just wanted them to work out. That's all. I've just wanted them to work out for no other reason than I feel like Clare is misunderstood. I think she's got a good heart. I think she wears it on her sleeve. I think Dale might be a good guy too, but he might not be in the position that Clare's in. Clare's had some success within Bachelor Nation. She's had some celebrity already. This might be too much too soon for old Dale Moss. It might be too much too soon. Chris Press says he could have pulled a Ross and told her they were on a break. You mean he could have told Abigail that? Or you're saying he could have told Clare that he was on a break? PGVO says, I'm convinced Abigail only cried because she was embarrassed that she didn't break up with Noah first. If this is true, how did her type go from Matt and Dale to Noah? She always only gave him a peck. Well, it's hard, it's hard to know what someone's type is based on what you saw them do on national TV. Maybe she likes all these different guys. Maybe she's got a wide variety. It's like me all right, let's see. These Bachelor folk always say that. Okay, that was in reference to starting a podcast. That has nothing to do with this story. Katie Thurston said Clare, oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, second breaking news update. Clare has unfollowed Dale. Hold on. I'm being told on Instagram. That's right, folks. This is Dave Neal with a breaking news update. Clare Crawley unfollows her fiance. Listen, you hate to see it. You really do. I don't mean this lightly. We're obviously having a little fun as the story progresses, but a real change. I mean, here's Clare. She's ready to have kids. She's ready to go. She's got the colors picked out. She's already got a gift card for the gender reveal balloons. You know what I mean? You know you're ready to have kids when you picked up a gift card for the gender reveal balloons and you haven't even tested positive for having a child. Is that what it's called? Testing positive for having a child? So we've got some issues to go over here. I tell you what, though, we're going to need some sad music. So give me a second to get in the sad music catalog because I don't know. I'm not the type to laugh on people's failures. I truly feel bad for them. Why can't Clare be with a guy like Benoit? Weren't they engaged? Whatever happened to that? Why can't she be with a guy that, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to play a song called Losing You. This is a romantic and sad song. So let's just play this song in the background. I'm going to go over your comments right now. It is a soap opera. Everyone's saying Dale needs to sow his wild oats. Jan says, love Clare. She'll find her person. She's beautiful. Benoit to come for Clare. Oh, Coding Jesus with a super chat. He says he gave $2. Thank you. It says, who cares? Not even Dale cares about this. Well, we have 489 people in the chat, so some people care. Jamie says, at some point, Dave needs his whistle and cap. Yeah. Well, once we get to hear from Dale, we'll do a full referee of this, but it's a little unfair. Corey says a little fun goes a long way, Dave. Let's double check on this unfollow. We're going to double check on this right now. I thank you guys for bearing with me as we kind of navigate the end life of my computer. I'll be getting a new upgrade, hopefully before Thanksgiving. So we've just been a little slow on the processing of things. I need to upgrade my processing and also upgrade my bandwidth for my internet provider here. It's just moving a little slow. So let's go to who she's following. You know, actually, people all the time tell me, so-and-so's unfollowed so-and-so. And 99% of the time I check, and it's not true. So this is everyone that Claire follows. Oh, it doesn't let me search. This is one of those things. I got to search on my phone. So I'm just going to double check this right now. We're searching on my phone. Sometimes the Instagram on the desktop doesn't do the same things that the phone does. So I'm on Claire. She's got 1 million followers. She's following 800 people. And let's see if we have Dale. There it is, folks. You see that? No user found. All right, well, let's do this. Let's go to Dale, and we'll search Claire. Dale's following 1,400 people. Let's see if Dale's following Claire. So Dale is still following Claire. Claire's not following Dale. Is the popcorn ready? Wow. Give me a like for this, folks. We're going to keep talking about this tomorrow. Plenty more to get into here. Let's see if we have any voicemails from you guys. Oh, here's a really sad. I got a sad song coming up after this. So my next song I'll play is a sad song, but let's go to a voicemail and then we'll play a sad song. As you guys know, I made a eulogy a couple days ago and I shared every thumbnail I've made on the timeline of this story. Entirely too invested, probably better ways to use my business degree, yet here we are. All right, let's go to Aaron in Toronto. You're up.
Hey, Dave. Aaron calling from Toronto.
Hey, Aaron.
Just watching the show. I think the Clarify podcast idea is a really great title for her podcast. And I just wanted to say I'm watching the last hour of Bachelor in Paradise on Tuesday, just catching up. And I grew up in the 80s, and I'm seeing that they didn't get the guys right. The guys look different in the 80s for sure. The girls they did pretty good with. But anyway, I just wanted to say hello. Love to everyone. Love you guys. Love to Dave. It's Aaron from Toronto. Gorilla BFF in the chat. Take care, everyone. Love to all. Bye.
Oh, how kind. Thank you so much, Aaron. Gorilla BFF in the chat. So nice. Love our Canadians. Yeah, they didn't get the 80s right because what about like the greaser guys from the 80s, right? They only did like the, Dumb and Dumber version of the 80s, which was shot in, I believe, the late 90s. So they missed that one. Here's a song called Paper Blade.
My heart is at war with my thoughts. Oh, and I don't know which side is better. I try to connect all the dots. Oh, to let you in behind my shelter. You could fit into my life when it's daylight and it's night. I would give away my soul, but is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know. That don't cut like paper blade. You said, what can I find in your love? What can I find in your love? That don't cut like paper blade. Either come close or stay away. Oh, this words are echoing inside of me. I don't wanna lead you astray. Well, give me clarity so I can see. You could fit into my life when it's daylight and it's night. I would give away my soul.
I'm drunk if you can't tell already.
No, I don't.
I'm sipping wine by the bottle. I'm sipping wine by the bottle. I'm sipping wine by the bottle. I'm sipping wine by the bottle.
That don't cut like paper blade. You said, what can I find in your love?
I'm drunk if you can't tell already. I'm sipping wine by the bottle. I'm sipping wine by the bottle. I'm drunk if you can't tell already. I've had 2 beers and 2 mango white mugs. I'm drunk if you can't. I'm drunk if I'm sipping wine by the bottle. I'm drunk if you can't. I'm sipping wine by the bottle. I'm drunk if you can't tell already. I'm sipping wine by the bottle. I'm drunk if you can't tell already. I'm sipping wine by the bottle. I'm sipping wine by the. I'm sipping wine by the bottle. I'm drunk if you can't tell already.
That was Paper Blade by Alder and Ella Faye, accompanied by Sarai in the voicemail. Thank you, Sarai, for the sound bites, as always. Alrighty then, let's keep the chat going. We'll go to another voicemail, and then we'll maybe cut to another sad, sad song. Friday, let's see who we have here. We have someone calling in from LA.
Hi, Dave. This is Celeste. Well, I'm calling from here from Los Angeles as well.
Celeste.
Just looking at your live stream right now. Oh my God, what is happening? This girl, am I right? Anyway, love you. Just want to leave a voicemail. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much. Oh, did you cut out or did I? It looks like I just lost you there. We have a phone call from, let's see, is this from today? From 424. Let's see who this is.
Hi, Dave. It's
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's interesting how it's all coming together. But I thought it was really interesting on the past episode, her with Noah. I think that her saying like, "Oh,"
can you call back? We have a connection issue. I'm not really getting your calls here. Sorry, let's go to Terry in Hawaii.
Hi, Dave. This is Terry from Hawaii. I'm calling about Noah and Abigail. So it doesn't count as saying I love you if you don't make eye contact while you do it, right? I mean, he didn't give her anything to work with there. I'm going to have to call BS on this one. Thanks, Dave. Bye.
Thank you so much. So that call was actually, I think you called in right before this news broke. So we've got Noah and Abigail. Noah telling Abigail he was falling in love with her and not getting any response, and people are trying to be like, well, maybe she didn't hear him, this or that. And I think she said in the end she heard him. She just didn't know what to say. Well, obviously, the news that we have now that we're talking about in this live stream is that there is a rumor with some evidence that Abigail cheated. Well, I should say that Dale Moss cheated on Claire with Abigail. This is a rumor. This is a rumor that we are covering right now. Claire has unfollowed Dale. We know this. Claire has unfollowed Dale, and she posted a photo saying she's not going to comment on her relationship with Dale. In that photo, she tagged Abigail. And then, of course, people, and this is for the new people that are just joining us, people realized that Demois had a rumor come out yesterday saying a winner of a very recent season, Claire's, was hooked up with someone who is now on Bachelor in Paradise, and all signs point at being Abigail. We'll have to see what comes out from this, what conversations we hear. Let's go back to, this is the latest report on BachelorNation.scoop. Let's see if we have any more information from them. We're going to keep on checking the updates. This is live breaking news. Let's see what Reality Steve has. Sorry, that's other topics here. We'll get to Reality Steve. Oh, man, that's a different story here. I'm not going to talk about any spoilers for the upcoming season of Bachelor, but I am going to get to a point. Some people go, hey, Dave, are you a spoiler channel now? And I say this. I report on who the contestant or who the lead of the season is when the mayors of the town they're from starts tweeting it. My point being, the Bachelor producers have made it very clear they don't care to let it out of the bag who the next Bachelor is, so I don't have a problem necessarily even calling that a spoiler. The Bachelor subreddit today made a poll saying, should we spoil who the next Bachelor is? It's almost like the cat's out of the bag. and I would say about 80% of the people, I'll have to check on the poll, said, yeah, no one cares. Everyone knows who it is. So the point being, at some point, my channel is going to stop calling it a spoiler and just talk about who the dang Bachelor is, because it's all over the news. Let me know if there's any issue. Natalie said you're having an issue calling me. I'm sorry, Natalie. I don't know what to tell you here, other than keep trying. Maybe restart your phone. I'll restart mine after this voicemail here, and we'll see if we fix that problem.
Hey, Dave. It's Runner X. I just want to call and say I'm so sorry that...
Oh, first of all, before you finish, Runner X, it's okay. I'm sure you meant well. Earlier in the chat, she said I sounded tired and I went off on her. Nothing I do or say here is actual anger, okay? So please don't feel bad about it.
I made you feel bad with my comment about looking tired. Just please know where I'm coming from, and I didn't mean it as an insult. I'm in awe of you, and maybe I was just thinking how tired I would be if I were trying to do as much as you do. But in any case, I'm glad you told me how it made you feel, and I am so sorry for saying that. And you're amazing. I hope you forgive me. Bye-bye.
Runner X, you are fully forgiven. You don't have to apologize. As a comic, sometimes we're just looking for things to yap about, right? You said I sounded tired. Maybe I do sound tired. I actually blew my voice out on Tuesday. Part of that sketch that I made, or I shouldn't call it a sketch, the short film that I did, I had to yell at the top of my lungs. It's a very fun project. I like to do some more behind the scenes stuff for the live stream, so I can't really tell you much about what it's about, but here are the a couple images from it. So as you guys know, one of my comedic partners, in comedies, there's just guys you trust, there's guys you work better with, and I'm not kidding when I say this. My buddy Channing, before we ever met, we auditioned for the same project together. And I remember looking this guy in the eyes, and we had a strong comedic connection. I don't know what to say it was, but him and I hit it off. Since then, we've done Hollywood Posers and plenty of other projects together. We both booked that job together, and we've become really good friends. Now, we don't always get along. He drives me crazy like any brother would. We have completely different personality types. But here we are in this sketch, and I have to say, these are the set photos. I don't know if you've ever seen... this is before they shot, because we shoot completely unmasked. They did a rapid COVID test for everybody, for the whole cast and crew. It was probably the safest project I've ever been a part of. But we got to shoot with my buddy Matt Dan, and we actually all played brothers in this sketch here, or this short film. Shannon played our sister on the right, and that's Chris, who is the director. And it was a ton of fun. And I would love to do stuff like that every day. I mean, It's completely different from what I do here, but it's so fun being a part of the filmmaking community. So anyway, that's the behind the scenes of that. That's all over there on my Instagram. And of course, if anyone wants to check out my other Instagram content, I've got my here's a quick tiny bit that I did from my San Diego shows, which a ton of you guys came to. So anyway, thank you guys all for the support there. Lauren says Channing is a unique name. Wow, I didn't think anyone else had that name. Yeah, I don't know. Couple Channings out there. Natalie says, people always say I look tired when I don't wear makeup. I look tired when I have my light on. Check this out. How tired do I look now? I look so tired. I have so many lights up over here. I wanted to show you guys my lighting setup, but I couldn't find the photo. Give me 1 second here. It's so annoying. I was trying to show this to you guys, but it's the type of thing oh, here it is. I just found it. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to put this photo up. Let's see if it'll stick in there. Give me 1 second here. There it is. So this is my behind the scenes look at the studio right here. This is a wide angle lens. First of all, here's the 10,000 pinata I got for when we hit 10,000 subscribers here on the top left. But this is my new light right here. And I have to personally thank you guys. I use a lot of the donation money that I get as ways to invest back into the company. You know what I mean? And I had a ring light that was working fine. But what I really wanted to do, the ring light was set up on its own. It was set up on its own tripod. And my goal is to get everything on this piece of wood right here. So this is a 2x4 piece of, I believe, oak wood. Yeah, I think it's oak. Maybe it's, you know what? It's actually redwood. For whatever reason, the redwood was cheaper. And I'm going to probably add another 1x6 so I can have like a shelf built out. And then I'm going to clamp every different light fixture onto this so that the whole desk is like ready to go. Now, I know it looks like a cord nightmare. A lot of times things are swinging and moving around, so it's hard to fix all the cords in one place. But the goal is to get all of my cords zip tied and run along the side of the desk so that I'm literally able to hit one button and all the lights turn on. When I'm done filming, I got to go da 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 and remove every light. It's not a big deal, but anyway, it's nice to have these lights coming right at me. When you film on a green screen, you need to have the whole green screen lit really well. So take a look at this. I'm turning off this light right here. I don't know if you guys can tell what just happened. Probably not. But if I go to the wide here, you'll probably be able to see. It's hard. It's even hard to tell for you guys. But anyway, the point is that the green screen has to be the same color, and in order to get it the same color means no shadows, which means a lot of light. So that's what we tried to do. Alex says, Dave, did I take a photography class? No, this is all just stuff I've had to learn. Natalie says, how many lights do I have now? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 lights plus the overhead light. I actually never use the actual lighting that this room comes with. If I only use the lighting that this room comes with, it would look terrible. The key to any good film set or whatever is good lighting. So like you'd be shocked if you knew how many lights it took to make this happen. You've got overhead lights, background lights. What they have right here, see these lights in the back? These are very powerful lights that'll shoot off the ceiling because you don't want harsh lighting, right? So this light on the left here is actually like it kind of looks like a bed sheet material, and there's a light that hits the bed sheet and then diffuses out. So it's about not getting harsh light. So right here you've got light behind you got obviously light under the bar, light behind the liquor, like there's probably $100,000 worth of lights happening right there. Anyway. That's neither here nor there. So we'll get back into this talk. Let's go to I think we actually have some more. We got a lot of voicemails. Let's get to our voicemails here. And let's see, 4-2. I have a very short voicemail from Alex. Let's see. Let's go to Christy in Missouri here. You're up.
Hey, Dave, this is Christy from Missouri. I just wanted to kind of jump on here real quick and let everyone know on your chat that we don't know if Abigail was aware that they were still together.
True.
There's a good chance he may have told her that they weren't together or if they did hook up. But I did just look and see that she is not following Dale either on Instagram, and Noah did delete his Instagram. So it looks like there's some stuff going down. Anyways, bye.
Noah deleted his Instagram. What do you mean Noah deleted his Instagram? Noah deleted his Instagram post? Or, yeah, I don't see a Noah on my Instagram. What's his Instagram? Will someone in the comment section let me know what Noah's Instagram is? Let's go to our next phone call.
Hi, Dave. It's Annalisa from California. I'm calling back because it cut out, so hopefully this is better. Basically, I was just saying that Abigail's reaction to Noah, feeling like I felt like she was the victim of the situation, or presenting herself that way, like, oh, he misled me, and such. But she was never a good communicator about what she was feeling in the relationship. So I think it's like, really? You didn't say anything, and then you're going to be mad at him for misleading you when you were never clear about how you felt? So because of that, I wonder if she's too passive to actually, have had a quote unquote affair with Dale. Would she even show up that way? I don't know. That was my thoughts. Thanks. Bye.
So yeah, good questions. Thanks for calling back. Saying is Abigail too passive to have an affair with Dale? Previous caller says, hey, for all we know, Dale told her she was single. So we are not going to judge Abigail whatsoever in this case until maybe it's proven that she was in on the ruse and the secrets. We don't know any of that to be true. In the meantime, let me give Noah a follow here. So yeah, absolutely. Abigail, as far as we know, there's no way, I mean, I just can't, you don't see this often. As incestuous as Bachelor Nation is, the contestants, the alumni, the leads, you don't see many people cheating in the show. So very fascinating. Let's go to Natalie, our good friend Natalie.
Hey, Dave. It's Natalie calling from Alberta. I wanted to test out your voicemail, see if it's working. It did not ring, but it did go to voicemail, so maybe you'll get this and maybe you won't.
I did.
I just wanted to call in, probably with my unpopular opinion again.
Please.
But I was looking forward to this live stream all day. It's been such a hectic week. I don't know how the rest of you are all doing around the world, but Alberta is on fire with COVID, and we're locking down again, and it's just a disaster, so I'm so grateful for you. And I quit drinking a long time ago, but I've basically been drinking for 3 days. It's that bad, so I figured why not call and add to the voicemail list, right? Anyways, I got nothing to say but that. Oh, yes, okay. But about what I was calling about, I was calling, sorry. Too many vodkas. I just, with the whole Clare Dale thing, if it's true, let's all be kind to Abigail. She probably had nothing to do with it and didn't even know. But I am curious, did Noah know something about that? And maybe that's kind of what changed his mind a little bit. I don't know. But anyways, have a great day. Love you, Dave. Love you, Tasha. Thanks for everything you do. Bye.
Sipping wine by the bottle.
Natalie, on the booze.
I'm drunk if you can't tell already.
Hey, sorry about Alberta, Natalie. I hope you and everyone close to you can be as safe as possible. The times we live in. Remember? Hey, it'll be gone in 2 weeks. Just gotta wait for that warm weather to show up. 2 years later, apple picking season's never looked any better. All right. You gotta wonder, though, as a side note to coronavirus, there has to, and again, this is maybe a morose thought. Maybe it's not, but I always like to look at statistics. Like, there has to be less skin cancer because more people are wearing masks outdoors. Do you know what I mean? So many people get skin cancer because they burn their nose. I got a big beak on me. That's just a thought. I'd love to hear from a dermatologist on the matter to be like, yeah, it's down 17%. I don't know. It's just a hypothesis that I'm having. I wonder if people are taking better care of their skin because they're wearing masks outside. Or maybe they're not. I don't know. What do I know? It's not important to this conversation whatsoever. So we got 400 people in the chat. Make sure to lance your bass, spike your coconut, caress your Burgess, hit your bong on your Little John, Jesse up your Palmers, and Chris, and bump your Harrisons on top of that like button. And don't forget to drain your wells on top of that like button, if you don't mind. Let's read some comments. All right, so we have Noah. He's still on Instagram. We're going to check back in. I'll play another voicemail. I'm going to get out of here in the next 10 minutes. So I'm going to turn the voicemail button off. I'll get out of here in 10 minutes. We will have continued coverage tomorrow. I know a lot more will come out. So we have continued coverage first thing in the morning. This will probably be it for me. And let's see if we have any other. I think we're all caught up on voicemails right now. So let's give me a second here to go back to BachelorNation.scoop. I know that they're covering the matter right now. Let's see here. Bachelor Nation. Let's go to old Scoopy. And you have to think Dale is going to be doing, if Dale, again, we don't know. If Dale did cheat on Clare, will he suffer a great unfollowing? Did the Brendan scenario start a sort of mass migration away from people that maybe did a moral wrong in Bachelor Nation? We'll have to see. He's got 750 or so thousand. I think it would be very easy for him to lose 100,000 if it was, in fact, true that he cheated on her. So, again, for people that are just coming over here right now, let's just do a quick review. Bachelor favorite hooked up with a Bachelor Nation winner who may or may not have been on a break earlier this year. That's the post from Demois 2 days ago. So here's the screen grab of Clare Crawley's post and the since untagged tagging of Abigail, which we're calling Abigate 2021. This is an Abigate report. So that's that. And then Clare says, I want someone who's going to love me when the cameras are off. And maybe speaking about the fact that Dale was supporting her when the cameras were rolling. Of course, with all this said, go watch Clare's video talking about her survivor story. It's so worth listening to. It's gut-wrenching, but you get to really feel for Clare and all that she's been through. She says, I don't want to be considered a victim. But starting at the age of 5, this is why I've had a distrust in people. It's fascinating. Aaron Day says there was a follow-up Demois post that clarified the girl was from Matt's season. So it's pretty well known that it's safe to say we're talking about Abigail. Now, we don't know all the facts. So again, I urge people to take it, I would say, with more than a grain of salt, but take it with, understanding that there's always more truths to come out. Could they have been on a break? Yes. Is there a Dale Moss story that says they weren't on a break? They were back dating? Yes, that's true too. We don't know what the facts are there, and it's from an unnamed source. It could be someone in Clare's camp that has the facts wrong, but it very well could be true that Dale did cheat on Clare with Abigail. So this is what started it all. People said, why is Abigail tagged? Go back to this page right here. Everyone says, why is Abigail tagged? And then the tag's gone, and then we realize it's because it wasn't an accident. Claire hadn't followed Abigail. It's not, it's like, when like your mom uses Instagram for the first time and she's tagging people and burger joints. She doesn't know what's going on. Claire knows what she's doing. So we skip a couple other stories that are irrelevant to this conversation, and we'll pick back up with, a couple more stories down the road here with where the updates are regarding the Dale Moss letters that say, no, Dale and Clare were actually together. We'll have to find receipts when it all went down. And sometimes this happens in relationships where maybe they were back to bumping Harry's, but they weren't official. As we know, they didn't say they were official for a while. They said, we're working things out, blah, blah, blah. So they told the public they weren't official. Does that mean they weren't official? I'll be honest. When I first heard this Dale Moss story that somebody hooked up with somebody, I actually thought it was Matt James. I thought it was about Matt James, but then I realized they were talking about a Bachelor winner. Matt James was the Bachelor lead. The winner would have been Rachel Kirkconnell. The winner of Clare's season was Dale. So it all makes sense now that he was talking about Dale and Abigail. Abigail and Dale, not sure what their status is, but I saw her and Ivan. We got that. To add a little more context, at the bottom of Bachelor T, the couple in question, Dale and Clare, was on a break early this year, January, early February, but not at the time of the hookup. And yes, it was pretty obvious they were together at the time. What does the bottom say? This will probably get very messy. Well, we like mess. We should get Swiffer Sweeper as a sponsor here to clean up the mess. So we'll go to what is our final update here, that Clare unfollowed Dale. That's where we stand, folks. We have 483 people in the chat. If you missed the first half of this conversation, go back and check it out. Really not much else to add at this time. We double-checked our sources. There's no other updates. Erica Powley says, new perspective. Maybe Abigail is tired of being America's sweetheart, and so she did it so people would stop putting her on a pedestal. All right, that's one breaking news. Abigail... your rumor is that Abigail spite hooked up with Dale to give herself the dirty image. I don't think that's the case. But hey, stranger things have happened. Go read a couple more comments and we'll get out of here. Abigail has admitted to pushing guys away a lot and seems to have a lot of walls up. Sometimes people like that are attracted to people who are unavailable, as they don't have to be vulnerable. When did I get a comment section that was so good? You guys are like psychologists out here. Very well put, Lee. Thank you for sharing that. Jane says, I think they're all such an incestual group. They are, but I understand it. If they hook up with people that are fans, they're going to take photos and tell all their friends. You can only really be with someone who's at your level in one way or another, whether it be attraction or peer level, job employment. You know, if Robert Pattinson started hooking up with a fan, the fan's going to tell all their fan groups, and it's going to be a weird thing. Don't F your fans, I think is the rule here. Lauren says, I already unfollowed Dale. All right, so should we do... Well, we're going to have to get Bachelor. Let's do this. Let's get a tally. We're going to need Bachelor data here, but we're going to have to get a tally on Dale Moss' Instagram following and see if it dips at all. And again, I'm going to keep following him, but I'm going to keep an eye on this story because this is the type of story where we could see mass unfollowing. 705,000 followers. That's where he is right now. I'm going to write that number down. 705,000. this story's a little late on a slow Thursday, so I imagine this will be the lead. If it bleeds, it leads tomorrow. I'll say this. There's no dancing on anybody's grave on my end. I want Clare to be happy. I truly mean that. Clare has done a lot of work in her life in the last year to resolve a lot of issues that she has. So she said her anxiety, her breast implant illness, literally deburdening her shoulders and her chest from toxicity that exists, both physical and mental, and spiritual and emotional. Maybe she's better off. Maybe she's happy. Maybe she got the answers she needed from Dale. Maybe he helped her a little bit in some ways, and maybe in other ways he let her down. And while we look at the scenario and go, come on, she's 40. She needs to start dating. She's, for all we know, she's right on her path and she's been learning on her journey. We really can't know for sure. Abby says, was just watching the last video Dave posted, then heard live stream at 4 and came right here. Glad to make the last 10. Thank you, Abby. I appreciate you. You know what? I was going to say tomorrow night, I'm actually going to be in Ventura doing stand-up comedy. DM me on Instagram if you're interested in coming to that show. I'm just hosting, which means I'll be going up first and doing more crowd work probably than a traditional set. But if you're in the Ventura area and you're looking for something to do, by all means, come out. Abby says, holy shnikey, this is nuts. No, it absolutely is. It is a story. Absolutely. Let's see if we got any more comments. Janina says, Clare needs a silver fox. Yeah, maybe we can get her with Peter Krause. Although he's probably younger than her. But he still is a silver fox, I'll give you that. If Jesse Palmer wasn't married, I'd say, hey, take Jesse. You can be Jesse's girl. Hey now, folks. You could eat out of his Palmer. P.A.B. Measley says, can we all agree Dale was never into Clare as she was into him? He didn't go to The Bachelor for Clare. He went to become The Bachelor or clout. I mean, it's hard to argue against that. We'll never know for sure. We'll never know for sure. Couple more comments here. Let's double check on last minute voicemails if anyone got them in. No, it looks like we're good. If anyone wants to call in, I will make a video tomorrow. So by all means, take this number down. You can always rewind it, 401-213-9828. If you leave a brief call, get your opinions out. Let me know what you think about all of this. I'll add it in future videos. I imagine we'll be having several updates tomorrow to this story. On the way out, please bump the Harrison on top of the like button, and you can hit that an odd number of times. And I'm going to play a song, and I'm going to get out of here. So thank you so much for being a part of this live update. We had a very high retention rate of 483 people this whole chat, so I appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button and subscribe. Content all day tomorrow. We'll be updating as soon as the sun rises. So this song I'm going to play sounds apropos to this conversation. It's called We Fade Away. You guys have a good evening, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Laying on my bedroom floor, staring up at the ceiling. You got me paralyzed. No, not a single medication could kill all this pain I'm feeling. I'm barely getting by. So I get a little drunk and I text you, baby, wondering if you're home, 'cause I need someone right now. And I'm a little numb from the love you gave me. I've been sleeping alone, can't get you off my mind. Just let me hold you tight until we fade away. Yeah, fade away. Oh, just let me love you like we'll never fade away.
I'm sipping wine by the bottle.
Yeah, fade away.
I'm drunk if you can't tell already.
I've been hanging by the phone, waiting for you to call me, 'cause you never call me back.
I'm sipping wine by the bottle.
Guess you don't feel the same way I've been feeling about you, babe. But I don't want for you to leave. So I get a little drunk and I text you, baby.
Stay tuned tomorrow. tomorrow, folks, we might have a early afternoon live stream to recap all of the events. So stay tuned to my Instagram for an update on that tomorrow, early afternoon potential live stream to recap all of the events as they transpire. Thank you guys so much.
Just let me hold you tight until we fade away. Yeah, fade away. Oh, just let me love you like we'll never fade away. Yeah, fade away. Oh, just let me hold you. Just let me hold you. Get a little drunk and I text you, baby, wondering if you're home, 'cause I need someone right now.